All right, before I get started, I just got something I want to show you. I've been working on this for a couple of years, and it's coming out really good, and I thought you might appreciate it. In between all the other projects that come in, there's one here, a little goofy face on there, you know, some collision work, and some custom stuff, what have you. I've been working on this fairing for my Roadking because I got beach bars, and nobody makes a fairing that beach bars hide behind, and I didn't want them hanging out like monkey bars over a street glad fairing. So I decided I would piece together some junk stuff laying around, cut up and glue together some plastic pieces and fiberglass pieces, and shape a fairing that into something I thought would look pretty sweet. And anyway, so I did it, and this is it here. That's the completed part on the bike, ready to paint. You could look at that. Anyway, so when I did it, you know, of course, I don't want to have something with a ton of Bondo and everything on the bike, really heavy, so I had to make some molds. So I made a mold. There's a fiberglass mold to pop parts out of. And that's got red gel coat on it. It's made out of fiberglass. Then you wax that up. You lay all your fiberglass in there, kind of like this piece here. That's one out of the mold, so you can see how that would look. And then, of course, that's been ground down a little bit. It's just hair hanging off. Hair will be hanging off the edges and stuff when you're done. Anyways, then that pops out of the mold. So there's an outer. That's an outer fairing. And then I needed a backside, because the backside's not very pretty, as you see. So I created another mold, this one here. And I forget, there was something about I didn't like. I think that wasn't wide enough. Yeah, that wasn't wide enough. So I made another one. Here's the part. This part actually fits in that mold better. That's the fiberglass piece. That'll be the inner. Got some, those holes in it are just for some little vents. Put some vents in there. Let me show you here. Let's turn the lights on. Yeah. All right. So those are the some lights I made with LEDs. I had to make the lenses too. Here, let's get a profile look of this thing. Yeah. It sits on the bike there. It's got a nice windshield angle. And when that comes out of the mold, when it's ready, you know, if you've done all your homework and it pops out of the mold, you sand that down and you're ready to paint. But I had to fit the brackets to the bike and make sure it sat where I wanted and all that. Here's a look at the inside. See, nice and clean there. Back there. Now the lights were the hardest, the lenses were the hardest part. I actually had thought maybe 3D printer. I thought 3D printer would be great, but then nobody has the clear plastic for the 3D printer. So what I did then was the piece of fiberglass that I cut out from the fairing where the light was going to go, I took that and I kind of added to it and put some little tabs on it so it wouldn't fall through. When you put it from the back side, you glue it. And this here, this straight line, is so that it can sit right at the top of the mold and you can pop it out. Now this here's I got those, you kind of make these kind of hang in there, you know. They hang in there, float, and then you fill it with silicone. You get your little mold. You can see in there now. So then when that cures, I made the lenses out of epoxy, and that's how the lens pops out. And then you trim all this crap off it. And then I made some little pockets to put the LED lighting in. And so that's it. So you'll see this out in the spring, along with a lot of other things. So I got to get to work.